The Ash Pocket is gonna dominate me. We have trance if needed. Alright, good trance. Good grab. Alright, we definitely made the right decision. Hello boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. Today's video is your weekly gameplay of your weekly episode of Game Since Wins. What we like to do in this series is help you how to improve and influence your game in a much more positive way. Not necessarily win, but help you how to get much more better match quality overall. You're going to learn how to do things, what to do, when to do, based on the team comps, matchups, different situations, and of course, different maps. Now, Elios is obviously environmental dependent map. That's why, hence the Lucio ban from my Tracer, but she's canceling. But you want to be careful of. You're gonna play. You want to pick a support that also mobile enough to survive these kind of stuff. For example, like Baptiste, Life Fever, also Life Fever and Well. It really depends. I'm going to show you exactly how to play this this map. I usually go Life Fever for Well if I have a Hog, because Life Fever Hog on that point is just literally absurd. Lighthouse. So this one is the one where there's a potential Symmetra in the game. So depending on the team comp, yeah, I was like, if I go on, then the possibility of Symmetra is gonna literally just end me. If I go on Ana, they have Sim, especially if they have Lucio too. Literally, there's nothing I can do on Ana, even if I pump up the best heals, because during the ult phase, the shields are gonna get way too much value. But the Moira pick, though, it's gonna annoy the Symmetra a lot. And during the ult phase, the coalescence goes through shields, you guys know. So Symmetra is Moira is always good against Symmetra. So I'm thinking hopefully this Hog is a Hog main. We'd have a very solid team comp all around. Okay, sorry, I guess I thought I had a Lucio, but it's okay. Baptiste is even also not that bad at all. We have high ground control, we have a raw pressure with the poke damage to the Baptiste, so all we have to do really in this matchup is try to be as, like, take space. What I mean by that is, okay, that's long story. But anyways, we're going to try to give the Cassidy, I was about to say, yeah, we're going to try to give the Cassidy as much edge as possible, because he doesn't have the pocket, he doesn't have a diva, he doesn't have like any sort of like peeler, so we have to be that first defense line for the Cassidy, and it looks like he's just dominating the lobby. Because they definitely get a pressure on a lot, and keep in mind, going against an Ash Pocket without a tank that can go high gun, to contest, it's going to be really, really difficult. So what we need to do here, obviously, luckily enough, they don't have Symmetra, but even if they do, we were ready for it. So it's always better to play on the safe end. Now, even if I went Ana, though, they had a ball, so that would have been really, really difficult for me. Now they shrink their Orisa, so there's a big possibility for me to change. If I'm really good high noon though. But yeah, there's a big possibility for me I change if my tank struggle. You will definitely gonna be showing Zen, or we already have Bab. Bab's already splendid against Baptiste. Sorry, Bab's already good against Orisa, but we would be definitely showing something like Ana, Zenyatta, something that pressured the Orisa, because Orisa is one of the most obnoxious tank in this entire game, especially if she's left undealt with. A little bit premature window, I feel like. They don't have anything to annoy my Cassidy, so I don't have to pick them up. Alright, we have Coalescence soon. We need to anticipate a Bob coming up here very soon. Yeah, just keep in mind, you're going against the Ash Pocket with a Hog, so she's farming the Hog. Alright, we need to be careful. There you go. There's the Bob. We anticipated it. That we stayed alive. As long as we're staying alive, my team has something to heal them if we decide to go in, so.
Enemy located.
Okay, keep the Cassidy alive. We're gonna call this. Remember guys, that's what we're gonna do. Now we're gonna go all in on never mind. Because they ulted. Alright. They literally used all ultimates. Yeah, definitely not winnable, I feel like. Okay. They had to use all ultimates. We have no issue in taking the reset here, honestly. Any ultimates? They, really, I feel like they used everything. Keep this guy alive, so they can have really good engagement from my Cassidy, so he can gain high ground control. Alright. Get heals from the Baptiste. Unfortunately, though, he peaked way too soon before we can heal him up. The Orisa is definitely dead, and they have no res, so that's what she wrote. Just need to start it slow. The Cassidy, though, the nasty flank, but he got paid. He paid the heavy price for it because that was a very bad flank by him. Just defend the hammer in front of the hog, but he paid the price. So yeah, that's definitely a point. You know, we played well, but I feel like we're kind of being carried by our Cassidy here. But keep in mind, they also, it's not like they don't have a DPS. They have an Ash Pocket. They actually had a pretty nasty team comp to play with. But I feel like we played very well. We really reinforced our backline. But the Cassidy was definitely the MVP of this. Now, if we get well, I'm gonna go live here and I'm gonna show you guys how to play this point, and it's literally one of the best, one of the freest twins. Obviously, unfortunately, it is not well. So now
For a smooth ride, right?
there's no point going Moira. They did not show the Symmetra, so, and they did not show anything that I can give value with Moira. So we're gonna go Mercy because we're gonna amplify what our team needs. My team does not need an Ana because we're dealing with the Orisa really, really well. The Hog and the Cassidy and the Baptiste are hitting enough shots that they don't need any kind of abilities. So what we can do though to amplify and boost this team's performance is go Mercy because we have a Cassidy that actually is hitting some nasty shots without any kind of pocket, without any kind of diva babysitting. So imagine what he can do with a Mercy pocket. So usually, you guys know me, I rarely rely on Mercy because going Mercy always means that you're literally putting all your fate on the mercy of your DPS. They need to land shots. So yeah, that's why random, especially if I'm playing with randoms, I will never go Mercy. But this was, I go Zen because, okay, we need to be careful with our positioning. Not really the best Mercy main by any means, but okay, we can get res maybe. Alright. Alright, nice. We are doing very good. The Orisa, really interesting how they lost that fight when they literally didn't have a tank. Really, we didn't have a tank. Okay, I gotta heal this. Where's, okay. Bab is actually really doing well though. Okay, I'm not going that deep, I feel like. Yeah, that's the reason. Not only because the Ash Pocket is there, but the Orisa. Okay, we gotta use Valkyrie here. There you go. Okay, I know there's an Ash Pocket over there. My man is not missing a shot. Alright, we managed to get Bob out, so that's actually really good. That is a very good trade that I'm willing to take. Now, I'm actually asking myself there, am I actually doing anything on Mercy? I feel like now my team can use something like Zenyatta. Okay, this guy is playing way too aggressive. That's why I don't like going Mercy, because people they think that just because they have Mercy that means they're unkillable. Okay, there is no way in hell I'm playing Mercy when I have a Zarya, so we have to go for an immediate and emergency Life Fever. Not only because we have Zarya, but also against the Orisa, Life Fever really wins a lot of interactions. So we'll show you guys, especially the ult phase. Yeah, now I'm gonna have a better. We're gonna have a better time because Life Fever is good with. Life Fever is really good pocket hero. All right, like he's good at pocketing a DPS, and you know, Life Fever Zarya is one of the best combos in the game. I know there's a. Need to heal her, so she can keep the high ground. Taking the pull now. Get together, you should say thank you. Alright, there you go, that's the interaction that I'm talking about. Kinda messed up my, Wait, we ignored the Orisa? That's crazy. That's... Okay, really unfortunate. It's definitely winnable. Now we get the well, though. So now this guy can go back on Hog. And we can stay alive here. And this is going to be a really, really good time for us. I feel like, not going to lie, the issue with Orisa is, like, Orisa is oppressive. You just can't... Orisa, like, if you lose one fight against Orisa, she takes a lot of space and it becomes almost impossible to flank. As you guys seen, when the Cassidy tried to flank, he couldn't do it. Now, we're not gonna go Hog. Zarya on this part of the map is very unorthodox, so we'll see. Is he thinking about it? Because I might need to go something like Alari. There's no point for me going live fever with this. Unless he's staying. I guess he's staying. Okay. We will go something like Alari, I feel like. Oh, Zenyatta. They have... yeah. This is an easy send. They have, what you call it? Bastion. And Orisa. Yeah, this is free Zen value here. Not only because we're gonna get a lot of value against them, but we actually have a solid team come to run Zen with. We have Zarya, and keep in mind, we also have the good old Tracer. Just don't really understand the Zarya pick against that, to be honest. It does not make sense. Okay, nice. As you guys can see, that's why we go Zenyatta every time against Orisa. Just don't understand the Zarya pick. This guy needs to switch ASAP. Okay, we just need to get a good orb. Guy is overextending. I know there's an Ashe above me. Damn. Oh my goodness! The freak is here! Is D.Va banned because this is prime D.Va time? Okay, D.Va is banned, unfortunately. Alright, Widowmaker. Okay, I mean, Sojourn would be nice as well. How did that hit me, bro? Yeah, not really sure why we went Zarya, bro. Zarya against Bastion just never works. Especially against that. We'll see. I mean, it's never over until it's over, you know what I mean? Alright. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna push with the Zarya, and I'm gonna rotate to point. There you go. If I stay there, the Ashe Pocket is gonna dominate me. We have trance if needed. Alright, good trance. Good grab. Alright, we definitely made the right decision by rotating. Ashe Pocket's still there. Alright, Mercy is dead. Alright, there you go. Good rotation by us, and we ended up winning this. Yes, I protected the objective, Zarya. As you guys can see, that was really well played by us. We knew exactly what to do. We knew that if we stayed in the back, we would get dominated. We should have... I saw my Zarya rotate to point. I went with her, influenced that fight. We grabbed when we need. I mean, we grabbed and then we tranced when we needed, and yeah, we ended up winning that. It's all about game sense. Alright, now we have the Widow position. Yeah. Oh my god, that was my fault. I don't get when people play like that, because they go all in for a pick. Yeah, sure, you're gonna pick, but you're gonna die too. So it takes me 20 seconds to get back, but it takes you like a lot of times to actually create another angle. So really interesting Bastion play there. But they actually used the Juno ultimate, I think, the Orisa ultimate. So they might have Bob. No, I think they used Bob, but they Widow could have just stayed a little bit in the back and she would have gotten healed. Alright, this squad is gonna dominate her. As you guys can see, man. Oh my god, the Bastion. Okay, no tank here. Okay, they use Valkyrie for no reason. If my team just literally have some patience, we would have won that easily. But they just keep going in. Like, if they actually take a few seconds to get healed up, this would have been much easier. doesn't have anything. We have grab coming up. Good pick though. Alright, she said stand aside, so we're definitely gonna get a lot of space here. Bastion's AFK here. Dominate Bastion, please. Bastion's dominated. Alright. Good grab. Let's discord the Juna. Let's discord the tank. Oh, the other Mercy, I suppose. Yeah! We actually got lucky there. There's someone who AFK. We still have the trance. Discord the... Yeah, nice window. Very nice window. Okay, we will trance this. I knew that I'd get booped. That's why I had to trance. Alright, there you go. Good trance. Discord the Bastion. You're powerful! I'm not sure if he got lucky or the Zarya popped up. It's one of the two. But usually, tank playing Zarya into Bastion and Orisa just never works. But I mean, let's just be honest. What could have he gone? Because Diva's banned. I would have just mirrored the Orisa or went Hawk. Because playing the hooks against the Orisa is nasty. But again, it's kind of difficult. But I would just mirrored. Or maybe would have tried Sigma. But I guess he did it. But boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like that video, enjoy, subscribe if you're new, join your friends if you learn to make it too. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace, bye.